Hey everybody, it's Joe81X, and on the tubes today, it's that time. My daughter is in Girl Scouts, and she was given this car, and she was given a time and a date, and there's instructions in it. There's a bunch of numbers and letters and whatever. You could pick a number, you could do doubles and triples, whatever. And there's instructions, please, whatever. So I call up, or my wife calls up, and I'm like, okay, what's the rules? Like, there's really official rules, but like, what are the real rules where you don't show up, waste my time, and I get disqualified? So that's that. So we're going to turn this car, which is temporary. This is temporary. This is a car. This is a block of wood, which they have changed, because when I was a kid, this was solid. Now this is going to break. And some people and kids, that's okay. They just paint it and they color it and they put a number on it and they go, okay, wee! And then they lose because there's no form and there's no aerodynamics. So because I am who I am, I'm going to make the car possibly look like this. I'm going to go downstairs. I'm going to set up my camera. I'm going to show you a little bit each way on how I do it with the tools that I have in my house. So we're going to turn this car into this car. Yes. Not have a permanent coping saw, I think that's what it's called, which is basically this blade on a fixed surface, and you could basically take this piece of wood and you could go and you could kind of like, whatever. So I have what you see here. I found a place in the basement. It's very cold outside. I'm not doing this outside. I'm going to do it in the basement, and I'm going to run a vacuum and the saw at the same time. So I'm going to do something really, really nice. I'm going to stop the video. I'm going to edit the video, and when I make these cuts, I'm going to have them muted. So you could watch the cut, but you don't have to listen to it. So without further ado, here I go. Well, thanks for watching that. This is the general idea. Not bad. I like the little scoop right in the front. You know, we'll see. So now we're going to get out some blocks of sandpaper, and we're going to enhance this. Now what we're going to do is we kind of have to enhance it. So what you want to do is probably put it back, but you want to enhance it. So I'm going to want to you're going to want to be very careful with how you do this. Sorry, you're not in the frame. You're going to want to very, very carefully, there's a little lip here, and you want to scoop it out. So what we're going to do on these lips here, see this lip? There's a little lip here. I'm going to get out the big boy. What do you think of that? Aerodynamic, right? Yes, as best you can, right? You're going down the hill or whatever, the air is going to go like this. It's going to capture this and maybe a little downdraft. And then if you get some wind, air underneath here, again, I don't know, maybe, but it falls that way, and you get like a stream. I think that's pretty cool. Yeah, nice sanding. Nothing rough. The kids won't get, it's not sharp. So I had regular white glossy spray paint. And again, you could do anything you want. So you get the brick, you cut it, you add the tires, you get to this point, you feel as if you touch it, there's nothing that's going to hurt you, or there's any sharp wood or splinters, sorry. And now you get to this point of like, oh, what is this supposed to look like? So I'm going to spray it white. And I'm going to spray it a couple of times. And I'm going to get this, see that sheen? I'm going to let it just soak in. I have a couple of days to get it all ready. So I'm going to let it soak in. So this is where we're at. I think it's a nice design. I think it's pretty cool. I'm going to maybe add a number to it. Maybe I'll print out a number from the computer. Maybe I'll put it on this side, because they only give you 1 through 9. So what happens if I want to put 3 on this side and 3 on that side? You can't. Okay, and I have some paint. I have some random paint here, I know. So I was thinking either paint it, or I know it's kind of cheap, is maybe an electrical tape right down the middle, like a stripe. But we'll see. It is what it is. But that's the way it's going to look right now. Thanks for watching, and we'll come right back. Well, I sprayed it 3 or 4 times. Here's the end result. Well, the result. I did notice in the rules that I don't think I could rake it, as far as the picture you saw of it being, raised like a hot rod. So I'll take that with a grain of salt. I'll bring a tool with me because it has to get judged. And if it doesn't like this hole, I'll put him in this hole. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to create some stuff here. I'm going to create a car. I'm going to create some body lines. I'm going to create a windshield. This is a Sharpie. Okay, you just calmly run it. It's personal preference. It's not going to hurt the car. Oh, wow. Now, I want to tell you something where you might not believe me. I have never looked this up on the internet. I didn't see a design. I didn't see how to make one, or what's the best way, or how do I cheat. Nothing. I did not do such a thing. This is all my creativity. Oh, I messed up. It's okay. Okay. So we want to create like a windshield, right? You guys following me? I'm sorry. I want to create like a windshield. So maybe like you know, again, I'm just spitfiring. So I'm going to make this design off camera. And if I change the design or do stuff, I will let you know. It's a little bit rudimentary. I told you here's the rake. Here's the back tires, and I didn't put the front ones in. I don't think I could do that. If not, I'll just pull them out and then put them in here. But it's supposed to be 5 ounces. And depending on how many ounces, I'm going to take a penny or two, I don't know, and then glue it so it goes down. It's top heavy. I'm sorry, it's front heavy. Again, just real quick. It doesn't. I'm going to take some red paint. Again, just the cockpit, you know. Going to put a number on it. Maybe I'll just do that now. Number 3. Maybe I'll put my daughter's name on the back. You could push these in as much as you want, and then you back them off so they spin voluntarily. This one's a little shot. I don't like this one. This one's crooked. I have to see the tracks. If it sits in a track like this and it bounces off, then you're good. If you just put them like in a row, this is going to, it's going to veer to the left. And then it's going to hit the wall, and then it's going to sit there, and then she's going to lose because the front wheels are crooked. So we'll see. I'll make that judgment when I get there. So we're going to put some racing stripes on this bad boy. So a little bit rudimentary. I don't really have like a cool paintbrush, and I'm not going to waste one. So we have a red. It's from my garage, so I already had it. Shook it out. I'm going to do racing stripes. And you're like, well, what do you mean? I said, well, there's the windshield, there's the back, so shake it out. Got a little bit of a paintbrush here. This is probably completely fine. Again, I don't know. I don't know if anybody's getting crazy. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if anyone's getting nuts. I don't know what these look like. I have some paper. So we're just going to dip it in red. We're going to do red straight. Well, what to do, hun? You good? You guys good? I move the paint? Yeah. Now be careful of the windshield. You know, this light sucks above my head. Sorry. The light sucks. Give me a fucking glare. Fucking stupid shit. order to create a little lift, put a Sharpie under it, because sometimes people get a little like, how am I supposed to hold it? How? I don't think it's the worst thing in the world. It's drying, you know. You know? Not bad, right? Not bad. This is the final look of the car. I didn't go with the rake because they're going to judge it and they're going to look at it. This is the final look of the car. I'm not adding a guy driving. I'm not adding any doors. Okay, but I will tell you what I did add. I added 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50 cents to the back. Wait, why did you do that? Well, it says in the instructions, the car cannot be more than 5 ounces. And it doesn't say how to make it 5. So this is 4.45 ounces. I do not know how this race is going to be, but I would like to assume that it's going to start at some angle. There's going to be plastic or whatever. There's going to be a peg. There's going to be however many cars, and it's going to go that way. And it is that heavy. The weight, I could be totally wrong. The weight of the car. I'm allowed to put weights, and I painted it. I'll tweak the tires another time. They look like they move freely. And this is it. This is the end result of the car. Hit like, hit subscribe, and I'll let you know how we do. Maybe I'll take some video of it actually racing. Thanks for watching.